Is it possible to change yourself, but still stay in your dysfunctional, toxic relationship? I'm going to share a little bit about that and hopefully it will help you guys. So, someone asked me this question yesterday. They asked if they could work on themselves and change, but still stay with their partner. And I thought this was really interesting because this is a very valid question, but this is a person who asked that question from looking through a lens that hasn't changed yet because she doesn't know what it will look like from a new lens. The best way that I can explain this is say you're at this level, right? Or a frequency or whatever. And this is you as your partner. You're at this level, and this is where all the dysfunction is. This is where all the abuse happens. This is where you have no goals or dreams or anything. You're just self-sacrificing, right? And then all of a sudden, you decide you can't live like that any longer. So you start working on yourself. And you start calling out bullshit. And you start setting boundaries. And you realize that you've given up so much. And you start doing the things that you want to again. And you start seeing more of what is actually happening and what you've been putting up with. And all of a sudden you're here. And your partner's still here because they haven't done any work. You have no idea. That person isn't even in your radar anymore. You're seeing things from such a different angle. And all of a sudden at this level, you have new people and new opportunities all around you that you never had when you were down here, stuck. You've gone up levels. That person's not even on your radar anymore. So the question being asked here makes total sense. But when you're up here, you would never even think of asking a question like that because it would be absurd. Because you just elevated yourself to this new level where people like that don't exist. They don't exist anymore. It doesn't even cross your path because you've done so much work on yourself that you wouldn't even put up with that anymore. You're going to call bullshit on everything because you've changed. So now I never say never because listen, when I work with my clients, I'm not here to save anyone. I'm here to remind you how to save yourself. And we need to get you here. So all of this, everything's just, it's not that the challenges don't go away. Just because you've elevated a bit and you're at a different frequency doesn't mean that you don't have challenges. Actually, that's the opposite. The challenges get even harder because they have to. You're stronger now, but it's different. You're smarter, you're stronger, you're wiser. So this is some of the ways that I work with my clients to build them internally so we can go up levels and we don't even look at this shit anymore. It's fantastic. So if you'd like to schedule a 2-hour session with me or a 1-hour session with me, actually, also, the link is in my bio. And you can also send me an email or DM me if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer whatever you guys want to know. But let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think that if you changed, you would still stay in your toxic relationship? Let us know in the comments and send this over to someone who needs to hear it.